But we are all excited for the main event on Sunday night, and that is Bills at the Chiefs. Chiefs a slight favorite. Josh Allen 0-3 against the Chiefs in the postseason. And joining us now to discuss is one of the very best radio talk show hosts in this country. He's Carrington Harrison, and he gets to talk about Patrick Mahomes every day. We get to say things like, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson, who should be the Steelers quarterback next year? You're a lucky man, Carrington, and thank you for joining us today.
No, I appreciate it. I was actually wondering when I was on hold, you guys made the playoffs, but, did it even feel like you were in the playoffs? That was such a long time ago. I don't even remember the wild card round.
Coming out firing.
Yeah, they've been outscored 73-0, the Steelers have, in their last 6 playoff appearances in the first quarter, Carrington. So, no, it really does not feel like they make the postseason. In fact, leading into the wild card game this year, we were talking about all the things the Steelers needed to do this offseason. We barely previewed the damn game.
Well, you know what? If I know anything about Pittsburgh next year, they're going to win 9 or 10 games, and they'll lose in the first round to, Houston or somebody. So you guys got a lot to look forward to the next year.
Well, I'm interested in your perspective on this before we get into Bills and Chiefs. What would you do if you were Art Rooney II with Mike Tomlin? Would you keep him around? How do you view him?
Yeah, that's a great question. I probably would have traded him to the Chicago Bears. I just think we've reached a point where I call it if you're playing a video game and you have mastered the game and the game starts to become boring, you have 2 choices. You can either increase the difficulty of the game or you can just stop playing the game. I kind of think that's where Mike Tomlin is. They have reached a very, very comfortable level. They have now settled, and that's not the Steelers. The Steelers that I grew up were, one for the thumb and winning championships and winning Super Bowls and competing at the highest level. And I think there's a big difference between Super Bowl teams and playoff teams. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have certainly cemented themselves as a playoff team. They will make the playoffs next year more than likely. But if you look at the AFC, do you think you can compete consistently against Buffalo or Baltimore or Kansas City or whomever might pop up? I think the answer has to be no. I just think the relationship has kind of grown sour in Pittsburgh, so I would have moved on. But Pittsburgh is obviously happy with where they are as an organization.
Yes, they are. Yep. Jim Rooney, the brother of Art Rooney II, came out on a podcast this week and said that they've been better than the NFL mean for the last 25 years, and they seem quite satisfied with that. All right, let's get to the main event Sunday night, Bills and Chiefs. And I'm just presenting the numbers here, Carrington, and you tell me what they tell you. 11 playoff games since 2021. The Chiefs have committed 36 penalties. Their opponents have committed 66. Do the refs give the Chiefs a little assist here, Carrington?
It is so funny kind of sitting back and watching everybody else have this conversation about the Chiefs because this is the same thing that we all did with the Patriots 5-6 years ago. The Patriots were the golden boy, and Brady was the one that got overprotected. Don't we just notice that there is a theme? This is what we do whenever one team wins all the time. We don't do this for the New Orleans Saints because the New Orleans Saints never win anything. No one thinks that the refs have it in to help the New Orleans Saints. This is what you want me to believe. You want me to believe in a league that has Los Angeles, California, New York, and Dallas, and all of these major teams. You want me to think that the league has conspired to help Kansas City, Missouri, and Buffalo, New York get to the AFC Championship game? That just doesn't make any sense to me. No, this is just a product of the Chiefs are better than your favorite team. That's what this is. And I can't believe that we're using Houston now as the case study. Houston scored 1 offensive touchdown. They missed 2 field goals and missed an extra point. Their quarterback got sacked 8 times. We're making it like Houston was this team that played so great and the refs just cheated them. Houston is an okay football. Houston is Pittsburgh. That's what they are. They are an okay football team. They're fine. They are the wrong team for this crusade that I feel people have been on for the last week.
Well, let's get a vibe check. Are Kansas City Chiefs fans, are they ultra confident going into Sunday? Is everybody around the organization, are they ultra confident? Because I know it's the regular season, and the Chiefs, they play a different brand of football during the playoffs, but you did lose in Buffalo 30-21 against Josh Allen this year. But we know how the playoffs go with the Chiefs. Is everybody just confident that they're going to get back to the Super Bowl?
I think people are confident, but I will say, though, there are a couple teams where Chiefs fans talk differently about them. Cincinnati has been one of those teams. Kansas City and Cincinnati have gone back and forth the last couple of years. Cincinnati beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. So So, there's a real rivalry there. That's a back and forth. I think most Chiefs fans understand that this game is going to be really close. That's all these two teams play. In the last 10 games between Kansas City and Buffalo, each team has won 5 times, and they have scored and allowed the same amount of points. You just can't be much more even than what these two teams have been. And something usually happens. Last year, Kadarius Toney is offside. Travis Kelce has the lateral. This year, the 4th down conversion for Josh Allen. They just play these really good games. So, yeah, there's confidence. The game is in Kansas City. They've won a majority of these AFC championship games. But, no one's expecting Kansas City to beat Buffalo 31-17 and run over them in the AFC championship game. Most people understand this game's going to be really, really close.
Do the Chiefs relish being a villain? Because they were, I have nothing against the Chiefs apart from just a little bit of fatigue. I don't hate the Chiefs. I love watching Mahomes play. I feel like at the beginning of this dynasty here, everyone was oohing and eyeing over Mahomes, and Andy Reid is beloved. And now it seems like they're universally hated. Do they relish that role? And do you like that they're now occupying that space?
Yeah, because like I was saying earlier with the officiating, this is just the cycle of life. This is what we do in sports. Something is new, we love all on it, we build it up, and then at the moment we can start to tear it down, we're ready to move on to the next thing. This is what happens when you're good. You want to know why people hate the Yankees? Because they win all the time. Why do people hate Duke basketball? Why do they hate Alabama and Clemson playing in the national championship? You want to get to this point in sports where everybody dislikes you. You're usually doing something right. So, yes, people like being the villain. People like that they complain about the officials. People like that there's Chiefs fatigue out there. There's fatigue because the Chiefs are constantly playing in big games. This is what you cheer for. You sat through all the nonsense and the BS, and now you come out on the other side, and now you get to be the best team in the league. Enjoy it. It eventually ends. Every run ends. But I think what kind of upsets people outside of Kansas City is I don't know when the Chiefs' run is ending. Patrick Mahomes is 29 years old. There might be another decade of this. There might be another 8 AFC championship game appearances. You're going to spend a lot of Sundays in January watching Kansas City potentially move on to the Super Bowl.
If they get this third one here in the next couple weeks, Carrington, does Travis Kelce hang it up after the season?
I don't think Travis Kelce is going to retire. So for his contract, I just go through it quickly. He has a $12.5 million roster bonus that's going to be paid on the first day of the league year. I know Travis Kelce got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know too many people that are passing up a $12.5 million guarantee in a month. So I expect him to come back. When he signed that 2-year extension, and now at the end of next season, that's it. He's an unrestricted free agent. I think that's when we'll have to ask the question about what is he going to do. But there's too much money in line. If he comes back to play next year, that'll be the most money he's ever played playing football in a single season. You don't renegotiate your contract like he did last year to then walk away right before your biggest payday.
You ever had T Swift on the show, Carrington?
I've not had Taylor Swift on the show before. I've actually never seen Taylor Swift before.
All right, very good. Well, get on that, okay? I mean, it's got to be.
Working on it.
You see, it's got to be tiring just talking about the same old greatness all the time.
No, it's not. It's not bad at all. It's certainly much better than what you guys are doing. You guys are debating if it's going to be Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, or what of these average quarterbacks you want to get in the draft. I can't imagine doing that from January, February, March.
All right. Thank you, Carrington. We got Skylar Thompson on the roster.
Yep.
No worries there.
You know what? Skylar Thompson is actually from Kansas City.
Oh, of course he is.
You're right.
You got everything. Carrington, this is always fun, man. Thank you for jumping on with us today.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care. He's one of the best. I love that guy.
He's good.
He's great.
Good.
I got in his show a couple of times, and he's so much better than me. So he waters his show down. We make it better. That guy's cool.
Yeah, but he's right. I mean, it's just a golden age of just rolling into the studio and talking about greatness every day. That's nice.
It's awesome.
We missed it. We missed our window.
Well, with Ben and all that?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all young. Dumb.
You were in the league. Well, not then.
Some of it. Yeah.